Ladies and gentlemen, come on down! Sunday, Sunday, Sunday! Woo! Shush. What's up, peeps? It's me, your boy, MC. Peeps and brickheads alike, we're back in the Lego Lounge, live-ish. And peeps, if you watched my short, you know what's coming. You know what's coming? It's Monster Jam time. I'm gonna start off by saying, peeps, I got sucked in. I did not even know Lego was making monster trucks. I just happened to see the new releases and I saw 2 monster trucks and I was like, I wonder if there's any other monster trucks in the Lego catalog. And turns out there's a whole line of them. And most of them were retired already. But your boy MC, first off, I got this deal, which was awesome. I found this bad boy on eBay. You can see the box is kind of damaged, but not a huge deal because the individual boxes that were in here, I guess this was a Costco deal. So there was 4 sets these are the original 4 Monster Jam trucks by Lego. And then somewhere along the line, they did a deal with Costco and they put out 4 of them all together. And they look fantastic. I gotta say, when I first realized this was a thing, 8-year-old MC went nuts. I was like, what? I loved monster trucks as a kid. And these are so awesome because not only are they monster trucks, but they're Lego monster trucks. And they got the pullback function so you can let them rip and crash into things. And with the exception of the 2 new ones, and I don't know why they stopped doing it, the rest of them are all 2-in-1 builds that have the original build. So in this case, this is Gravedigger. And then they've got an alternate build. For this one, it's an off-road buggy, which I think is awesome. You get so much fun, so much play function out of this. And I have a plan for after we build all 8 of them of what I'm going to do with these 8 monster trucks. But let's get into it. Of course, these aren't cut tabs. These are push tabs, but it's all good. I already looked ahead into the PDF directions, but I'll be honest, that was yesterday, and my memory from yesterday to today are not very good. Oh, let's see. We're starting off. We're going to see how many sets we can build. This is set number 42118 Monster Jam Gravedigger, 212 pieces. So not huge sets. And I got lucky. I found most of these. Okay, yeah, so there's no stuff in the beginning that's actual like, oh, this is extra cool stuff that you wouldn't find in the 3D printed directions, or sorry, the 3D digital directions. But we're gonna swap over because this one does have 3D directions. I got sidetracked as usual. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I found some really good deals on these sets. The 4-in-1 was awesome. The guy had it listed for buy now or make an offer. I made an offer. He accepted the offer. I was super happy. So that worked out to get the first 4. Then I found 2 more retired sets. I think I got one. Oh, there. I should have known. Sticker sheet. I found one more on one on Facebook and another one on eBay. And again, I got pretty good deals. I didn't pay too high over the original MSRP. There's our manual, looks good. And of course it's encouraging folks to go use the Lego app, Lego Builder app, but there's that in case you want. Look at that. That's the little gizmo to give you your pullback function. Again, I think it's so freaking cool. But anyways, here's the ironic part. So I don't have it pulled up in front of me, but if I remember correctly, I think the MSRP on the original 6 sets, because they did it from, let's see if I can see what year these came out in. I think this retired in 20, yeah, so this was 21. So I think they did 2 in 21, 2 in 22, 2 in 23, none in 24, and then they did 2 new ones this year. So 2 in 25. The original 6, I believe, if I remember correctly, all ran about 15 to 18 bucks US. And when I bought them aftermarket, after retirement and all that, I want to say they came out roughly, I didn't pay the same price for all of them. I think they came out roughly $25 to $26 a piece. That being said, the price of the new ones that just came out this year is 27 bucks a piece. So even though the aftermarket price of the retired sets is higher than they originally were, now they're about equal. So I didn't, even though I obviously didn't pay MSRP on the retired sets, I feel like I got a pretty good deal on all of them, considering the new cost. That's the other piece though that kind of frustrates me with Lego. I'm like, why did you jump the price that significantly, considering you took away one of the kind of cooler functions in that the original 6 sets were all 2-in-1. And I didn't actually realize that the new 2 were not 2-in-1 until I got them in the mail. You know, that's my fault for not reading. But yeah, that kind of surprised me. I was like, oh, why aren't these 2-in-1 when the rest of them are 2-in-1? So right off the bat, I gotta give the 2 newer sets a slight down. I still think the sets are gonna be fun, but you know, value-wise, when you start talking value of what you're buying, the price went up, but the functions, if you will, the I don't know if you consider that a function, but the overall experience is a slight decrease, since they took away the 2-in-1 capability. Now I'm sure there's somebody out there that's gonna, you know, be like, hey, I can come up with a mock and redesign these in a mock and you can have a 2-in-1, which that's fine. But when you already had a set, I mean, a concept going where, you know, Lego's like, hey, these are going to be 2-in-1 sets, and they did it for years, and then suddenly they dropped that, and I'm like, why? What? And then you increase the price too? So anyways, I know it's, I'm a little early in this series to be negative. I'm not trying to be negative, just trying to point it out. But peeps, I'm excited. Again, I have a plan. I have a plan for when this is all done. I'm telling you, 8-year-old me, 8, 9, 10-year-old me would be going nuts for these sets, because again, I was a pretty big Lego fan, but I've always been a monster truck fan. I mean, I'm gonna try before I edit these videos. to find. I got pictures somewhere from when I first joined the Air Force, and I went to a monster truck show. Because just what is cooler than giant trucks doing things that you could never imagine? Like it's just flipping and smashing and jumping and all the oh, man, monster trucks are so cool. I'm so excited. And this is Technic. Oh man, we're getting the engine thing already. Man, I'm more than stoked. So peeps, let me shush. Let me get some building. I don't know how, I maybe, depending on how fast this go, I may do 2 sets per video. But if not, then we'll just do 1 set per video and release it that way. We'll see how it goes. But we're not gonna, I'm talking to you. Let me shush. Let's just build. I'm guessing this is the backside since I've got what appears to be brake lights. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned it at the beginning, these are all Technic sets. And if you guys know me, been around for me a little bit, you know I love Technic. I love, even though this is 7+, I'm guessing they're all probably 7+. They're always more challenging than what they say, except for maybe the 18+ Technic sets. Those are probably dead on, but the other ones, like a lot of the ones that say they're, 10+, 12+, whatever, Technic sets almost always, in my opinion, are more challenging than what their age rating is. So, not impossible, obviously, but I find it fun. I love Technic sets. It gets away from some of the traditional, stacking principles and whatnot, which is, depending on who you are, is going to determine how you feel about that. But, what am I doing wrong here? Talking too much, that's what I'm doing wrong. That for one. Anyways, I love Technic, man. There's so much fun. These loose pieces are bugging me out until they get connected to something. Yeah, just fun, different. They're way sturdier, which is a bonus for something like this, because this is definitely aimed at kids. No doubt about it. And the 8-year-old in me is loving it. Anyways, just thought I'd bring that up. Peeps. There it is. The world famous grave digger. It looks fantastic. It has the pulp. Hold on. Let's switch to front camera. Pull back function. Oh, it tried to turn my iPad into a jump. Hold on. You know, I can't resist this opportunity right now. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. All right, I didn't pull it back far enough. Oh, wow! I love it. Oh my gosh. Peeps, this is so fun. I love this. This is great. This is not a massive set. It was an expensive set. And I am so freaking happy. This is the icon, right? Gravedigger. I guess that's probably why Lego did it first. And it looks amazing. Stickers, meh, not my favorite, but there weren't a ton of them and they look great. The colors are great. I mean, they got it down. This is so great. I love it. Man, I can't wait to play with these. It's, man. Lego, you continue to make me happy all the time. I love the way this little flag kind of floats in here. Your pullback function, you got your little smash bar up here that can kind of move around. Although I was wrong. Those weren't taillights, those were headlights. I just realized that. Man, what a fantastic build. So good. All right. I want to do one more. So let's see. I'm doing these in order of release dates. So, oops, no, don't delete that from my collection. So the next one is the Max D. I believe I lined these up correctly. Yes, Monster Jam Max D, set 4242119, 230 pieces. I also realized about halfway through building, there's no numbered bags. I don't know why, like, I didn't recognize that right off the bat. Like, hey, this is just one bag, one continuous build, which is nice. You know, there's something to be said for smaller builds. Sometimes you don't want to sit around for hours and hours. Sometimes you do want to sit around for hours and hours. It just depends on your day. And this is amazing. I'm so stoked. I'm so stoked. I love this. Oh, there's the sticker pack. Ooh, to the stickers. Oh man, they look so good though. They really, I mean, obviously it's a licensing deal, so they're not gonna do a halfway job. Oh man. That looks great. Can't wait. Let's get it going. Here's your manual. Let's see. Any little funnies? No. I do think though, the 3D directions were nice on the Gravedigger, but they were a little bit, I don't know, some of them were a bit odd, so I think I'm gonna go with the PDF directions this roll around and see how they do. I think I'm gonna rock the PDF directions, the digital paper directions, if you will. It's a bit of an oxymoron. Right off the bat, I'm noticing this set has some definite different parts, which is good. It's not just a regurgitation. Although one thing is concerning me. I'm just gonna check the parts list. Okay. There's only one of these wheel well cover things in yellow. Like, that's odd. Not often that you get one of a piece. But here we go, peeps. Oh, all this time. Believe it or not, this may be... Oops. This may be one of the most difficult pieces I've ever put on. It's because it's flimsy. It's, bendy. And it just did not want to get in there. That was tough. But all right. Keep it moving. Tell y'all, I'm so thankful for these 3D directions sometimes, because I make a mistake, minor mistake. I mean, so minor, but you get to a certain point in the build and things aren't lining up correctly. What in the heck did I do wrong? And I'm looking at the PDF, I'm not seeing it, and then I go and I hit up the 3D directions and I rotate things around and I go, pieces upside down. That's all it takes. That's all it takes, peeps. By the way, I don't know if you guys know this. I read this online not too long ago. Fun Lego factoid. I don't think I've said it on here before. If I did, I apologize for repeating myself. But that's what happens when you have scrambled brains. I read somewhere that Lego is the Lego Group is the #1 producer of tires in the world. That's kind of insane when you think about it. You think about the number of cars on the road and the fact that Lego produces more tires than any company in the world. That's kind of a crazy fact. Here we go, peeps. There it is. Let's turn off this silly autofocus. What I want it to do. There it is. Max D. I don't know what Max D. I'm gonna be honest. I don't know a lot about the Monster Dam series or whatever you want to call it. I'm not on that fandom like that. I just remember monster trucks from my childhood. And I always thought they were fun. I mean, just the sound of the engines. I love it. I love it. Let's give it a run. Let's give it the first rip. Okay. See how we do. Oh, yeah. There we are. We got our Gravedigger. We got our Max D. Man. They look great. They look great. You know what's... I was sitting here thinking as I was building this one too, is, they aren't very big, right? Like, I just want to look at one thing. Did I put these? Okay, I did put them on, right? they're not huge. They're not huge, right? It's not like my Bugatti, the McLaren, the Batmobiles. They're not huge builds, but they are Technic. So there's that aspect. You know, this takes some challenge to build, but also they're just, they look fun. They look great. Rather, they're fun to play with, and like I'm not gonna have to find some crazy place to store them. Like I can just, if I want, I can just set them down here on the floor underneath my shelves, where they're not going to take up a ton of space. You know, these are play sets. These aren't necessarily display sets. Let's see if we can get them. Yes. It's so fun. Peeps, this has been great. That's all. Did my Lego light go out? It did go out. Goodness gracious. Lego light ghost came to visit me again. Peeps, if you enjoyed this, please give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends, family, anybody you think would enjoy this. Let me know in the comments, what do you think? Do you guys have these sets? Are you picking these sets up? I love them. I am only 2 of 8 done now, but I can't wait till I get to the end, have all 8 built, and then we're going to have a little grand finale. Peeps, all I'm going to say is, if you don't stick around for the grand finale of this series, you're doing yourself a disservice. You're doing yourself a disservice. I highly recommend you stick around to the end, peeps. Peeps, that's all I got. Peeps and brickheads. I gotta figure a way to get that in there. I love it. I hope you guys did, and I will see you guys on the next one. Until then.